Greetings. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. It's about 7:40 now. I was just reviewing that quiet time that I was telling y'all about earlier this morning, the one I did right after church yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record while we were at. We had a nice little park, a little overlook. It was a nice little view. But it was just a serene spot to read and get into the Word. I read through Chronicles, the beginning of it, the first chapter. And it was just talking about Solomon and his story, how he basically, his first steps into his kingship, right? As many know, he was granted wisdom, right? God told him to ask for basically anything. He presented him, ask me for anything. And with wisdom, this guy Solomon asked for wisdom, right? God honored it because rather than asking for material things, he could have asked for great military strength. He could have asked for a bunch of wealth. He could have asked for a bunch of kids or whatever, things that people hold in a high regard in society, especially at the time. But he chose to do wisdom, and so God honored that, and he gave it to him, right? And so that was a highlight. That was the thing we had said earlier. What we're doing is aligning with God's will, and it's aligning, and our hearts are in the right place. God will grant our requests. That's the whole point, you know what I mean? So that was encouraging, a great way to start off the chapter for sure. Then we moved on to a little bit more convicting passage, or book rather, James 3. The title of it is Taming the Tongue, right? How fitting, right, for me. I told you in the past that's something that I struggle with. Just understanding the severity of the tongue, right? This said it exactly what I needed to hear, you know what I mean? James 3, verses 4 through 5. It says, or take ships as an example. Although they are large and are driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder, wherever the pilot wants to go. Likewise, the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. So what's that saying? It's talking about the influence of the tongue, right? It's a small piece of your body, but it dictates what happens in your life. It has that much power and strength, and it can be used for positive, 100%. But that's why it's so important to understand when we use it for negative, the consequences that it has, right? It's way more than we think than it's just looking bad in front of people. It really brings out negative energy, if you will. We live in that new age society right now. The majority of people believe in that stuff. Manifestation, it's a real spiritual thing, right? We're talking about putting energy out into the world. And so it's like, it's a charge to tame the power that you have, right? With power comes responsibility, we know that. Like I told you, this is the thing that I struggle with. I went into it with a little bit more detail in the last one, so I don't think it's necessary, but y'all understand it's a real thing. If you are so inclined, I would definitely check it out. Read all of the book of James, but specifically chapter 3 was a really good one. So I wrote here for the writing today, or the other day, that I'm quoting today. It says, Heavenly Father, if I'm honest, any tool can be used. For good and bad, the devil's using it too. It's not exclusive to truth. It's going to do what it do. That's why I use it with you, to find the truth in its use. Ain't no purpose outside you. And if I'm cursing, then I'm outside you. And I ain't going outside unless you outside too. And I'm falling in line. That's what outlines do. Peace and blessings.